Is the carnivore diet too good to be true? We're going to talk about that today. Hello everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. What you're watching is basically you're watching me walk. I know this probably doesn't seem exciting, but when you realize that just over 22 months ago, I couldn't do this. I could barely stand for 2 to 2.5 minutes without severe pain. Now I'm out here walking every day. That makes it just a little bit more interesting. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here as well. It does mean an awful lot to me that you choose to spend just a few moments of your day with me. So help me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. I'm 60 years old, and I'm doing things now that I couldn't do when I was 40. Like cutting my own grass, getting out here walking every day, doing all my own yard work, all that kind of stuff. There's a neighbor out here framing something, so hopefully we get by here before his saw goes off again. But yeah, help me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Drop down in the comments and say hi, Bob. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. All these things that are absolutely free help me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. It is a beautiful day here in Omaha, Nebraska. It's currently about 65 degrees out and sunny, which is pretty amazing considering it's just March the 3rd. A lot of stuff going on out here today, folks. It's actually Sunday when I'm recording this, but you guys are going to see it on Monday. One more quick programming note. Next Monday, 1 week from today, we're going to try a members-only live stream. The link to that is in the members section of the community tab. It'll be next Monday at 7 o'clock Central, which should be right after Dr. Barry's live is done. So stop on by. I'll hang out for a bit. I'm going to try this thing. I've set up a live stream and put out a StreamYard link. And what you'll do is you'll join the stream, but I'll never actually push the go live button. So it's not going to be broadcast out to YouTube. But I think I can do this. I tried this once before back in January after I stopped paying for Zoom. And I think this will work. Okay. Now I'm up to the top of that first great big hill. It's a little more breezy out here than I thought it was going to be. So hopefully you can hear me okay. But is the carnivore diet too good to be true? I know. If you're just watching this and you haven't tried it for yourself, you hear about all of the things that it can cure or help with. You know, for me, type 2 diabetes is gone. My arthritis pain is mostly gone. My spinal stenosis pain is mostly gone. My kidney functions better than it's been in decades. My liver functions better than it's been in decades. I haven't had a single gout attack since I started this. And a little side effect of losing over 150 pounds. And I've kept it off for almost a year too. So when people ask us about these things, I've talked about this before. If somebody asks you what you're doing, it can seem too much like magic, or as some other people say, the hairy-legged hippie woo-woo science. And we know that it's not that. But when somebody asks us, what are we doing? We just need to pick one thing and say, I started this diet because I heard it could help a little bit with my arthritis pain. Or I started this because I had gut problems, or I had inflammatory bowel, or whatever the problem was. You could even say, well, I started this just to see if I could sleep a little better. There are lots of reasons and things that the carnivore diet can help, but if somebody asks us about it and we start listing all of the things that we know for a fact have gotten better, then people will tend to tune out. It's like, oh, that's just Bob being crazy. There's no way a diet can do all that. Yet they have no problem believing that a pharmaceutical that their doctor prescribed for them can make them feel that much better. Even though we know pharmaceuticals don't actually fix the problem, they just mask the symptoms. And here in the carnivore space, we're about actually fixing the underlying problems. So rather than, being accused of being a hairy-legged hippie with woo-woo science behind you, just pick one thing. Like with me, I started this way of eating. I didn't actually expect to lose any weight. I started this way of eating because of all the things I'd watched from Dante Ferrigno and Dr. Barry, was that this could help ease arthritis pain a little bit. And I was just looking for a little pain relief. I was taking 3 pain pills a day of one kind, 3 Lyrica, and then filling in the gaps with Tramadol, because 3 Lyrica a day, which is the so-called maximum dosage, wasn't enough to get me through the day. So I was just looking for a little pain relief. As I said, and say at the start of most of my videos, I could barely stand for 2 to 2.5 minutes. Now you can see I've been out here walking. Go back and watch. Yesterday's video was my 600th video. So I think I'm doing okay. But yeah, don't, if a friend or a relative or somebody asks, what are you doing? Don't go into everything all at once, because I think that's going to scare them off. You can't, if you know them real well and they're actually very interested, then you can go into all of it. But if it's just a casual acquaintance or somebody that you don't see very often, and they say, what are you doing? How did you do it? You say, well, I started this way of eating get a little bit of pain relief. It ended up helping me lose a little weight too, but the primary thing I was doing was to look for some pain relief. I hope you all had a great weekend. Happy Monday. Here we go into another week. Let's get out there, be 1% better today, folks. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.